Hi friends, and welcome to my channel. My name is Tanner, and this is my Esoterica. Today we are continuing our channeled message reading with a reading from or for our Aquarius collective. So hello my beautiful Aquarians, I hope you all are doing well. How this reading will go is we will start out with a couple of messages from this channeled message deck from your person's higher self. So if they could be completely and totally honest with you about what they're thinking and how they're feeling right now, it's going to come out in this deck. Then we'll move to tarot. We'll get an energy check for just what's been going on in the situation, and then we'll take a look at your energy, Aquarius, and your person's energy. Now, keep in mind that I am intending for your energy to come out on this side, Aquarius, but it's possible that things could come out switched around. So if that's the case, please just take whichever side resonates with you the most. And if you are a cross watcher, if you're connected to an Aquarius, you can take this as their message to you, but you might still resonate more with the viewer's energy. So with all of that out of the way, we are going to go ahead and get started. I've shuffled both of the decks that we'll use today till Spirit tells me to stop. And yeah, I hope you all are doing well. I love my Aquarians. I have an Aquarius moon, so I vibe with y'all, and I've had a lot of close Aquarians in my life, so hopefully this reading will be helpful for you guys. So again, I've already shuffled both decks, but let's go ahead and take a look at what is on the bottom of this deck. I do want to say also before I start that I was shuffling and I saw the card, I'm trapped in like unhealthy coping mechanisms or coping patterns, so your person could be kind of caught up in that. We'll see if it comes out again, but I did want to mention it. But let's see what's on the bottom. I'm afraid you will forget about me, but I wouldn't blame you. Oh, so you guys are definitely in separation right now. I feel like your person feels like you've completely withdrawn your energy, like they're afraid you're going to forget about them. So I have to imagine, my beautiful Aquarians, that you all are kind of taking charge of your own life and focusing on the things you need to focus on, healing. But if you resonate with being like a twin flame or in an intense kind of soul contract connection or dynamic, their healing reflects yours. And also, like their pull, how they feel pulled to you, is also affected by how you are showing up in your own healing journey. But yeah, so they feel like, you're going to forget about them. So you got to be doing your own thing. But let's go ahead and pull some cards and see what comes out. Thank you, Spirit, for our Aquarius viewers person, the person they are connected to. Some messages from their higher self for our Aquarius viewer. We got one. There's another one. You're everything I want and need. So this gives me Empress energy. It gives me, all the queens, honestly. So I feel like nobody compares to you when it comes to how this person views you and sees you, Aquarius. Let's look. I'm going through a dark night of the soul and need space. So your person's going through an awakening of sorts right now. This is very judgment energy. Kind of needing to shed the older versions of themselves in order to step into like a higher, more aligned version. But yeah, they're going through it right now, it seems. And then don't wait around for me. So it seems like they know that they have work to do. Their higher self is telling you not to sit around and waiting for them, not to sit around and wait for them, rather. I don't feel like that is what you're doing necessarily, but they're telling you not to. So if you are sitting around and waiting and just hoping that they'll come back, they clearly have a lot of work to do still. So it's best if you just continue to focus on yourself, which I'm sure, again, that is what you're doing. So we'll get a few more messages at the end once we have sort of dived into this person's energy a little bit more. But we're going to go ahead and move to tarot now and start our energy check. I'm going to put these over here too. My grid. So we're going to use this deck first just to see like what's been going on in the situation between you and your person, Aquarius, and then we will dive deeper into your energy, and then we'll check on your person. I'm using the Mellow Schema Tarot by Arun Lee. She is a French designer. I supported this on Kickstarter. Beautiful deck. But let's go ahead and see what's on the bottom of this. So what's been going on, Spirit, for our Aquarius and the person they are connected to? Six of Wands. So I feel like you and this person, like there was a harmony between you. Like sixes are all about harmony, but there was also like a sense of validation here, or like feeling really seen for who you are. I'm getting, or you made this person feel really seen for who they are. What's underneath here? The Four of Wands. Yeah, this is somebody, I see the devil peeking out here too. We'll get to that. But this is somebody that you saw marriage potential with. Somebody, yeah, that you saw the possibility of something stable forming, because fours are all about stability as well. But yeah, they felt like home to you in some way. And I felt like you could have seen yourselves going the distance. Like they made you feel really seen. They made you feel maybe not completely secure, if they were showing up in not the best energy, but you saw the potential with them. And then, yeah, we're going to check and see if there's anything else underneath. Nope, it's the devil. So this is like toxic attachments, could be toxic attraction as well, like an intense pull between you that's kind of hard to ignore. But you can see in this card that this person is kind of being tied down by their vices, essentially. And so you could have also felt tied down to this and kind of stuck in a toxic cycle or a toxic loop with this person. Oh, I saw it, so I have to look at it. But Meta Schema, this is a card that's exclusive to this deck, but it talks about starting to see the bigger picture of things and starting to like connect the dots. So I feel like eventually you kind of started seeing the bigger picture of this Aquarius, and knew that you had to withdraw your energy for, you know, your own sake. But I feel like if your person is going through a dark night of the soul, they might also be starting to connect the dots in their own way about this situation too. So very interesting. I'm going to do a couple of cuts of the deck and we'll see what's going on at like the heart of the situation. And then we will dive deeper into your energies. So thank you, Spirit. Can you show us what else has been going on, please, between our Aquarius viewer and their person? The Page of Cups. So I feel like there was love here, but the Page of Cups is often a more immature energy. So you could have been dealing with somebody who was like emotionally immature. They could have been a water sign, but they don't have to be. But yeah, on the surface, you know, the Page of Cups, I almost said Pentacles, is somebody who is, you know, creative, go with the flow, kind of carefree and intuitive, but they don't really have a sort of mastery of this. It kind of makes me think of this cup kind of lost along the waves. Like they're riding it, but they haven't mastered it. So again, you know, they could just not be very comfortable expressing their emotions, even if they felt very seen and loved and validated by you. I'm gonna look and see what's underneath here. The Star. Okay, so there's healing taking place here. This energy could be like your person kind of focusing on their own healing right now as well. Now I want to see what's underneath that. The Ace of Pentacles. I feel like they do want to have a new beginning. They do want to offer you a new start. But aces are all about potential, and they need to be tended to if you want to see any kind of progress happen, you know? So this person probably did see a future with you as well, but I felt like, or I feel like rather, that they didn't have the emotional maturity to kind of really give you what you needed. And so now they're focusing on their own healing, which is why they're probably going through a dark night of the soul right now. But okay, let's do that a couple more times and then we'll start diving into your guys' energies. So thank you, Spirit. What else do you have for our Aquarius viewer and their person? have to be gentle with this deck because it's got really pretty foil, but I don't want to mess it up. So I did pay like $60, not even including shipping. So anyway, what else has been going on, Spirit, between our Aquarius viewer and their version? The Queen of Cups. Look, more energy of healing, more emotional energy. I feel like this is your energy, Aquarius. Divine feminine for sure, but somebody who is... It's interesting because we just saw the Page of Cups. So there definitely was like a maturity gap. Could have been an age gap as well. This person could have been just younger than you. But I feel like they saw you as somebody who was very, kind, compassionate, and loving. You could also be creative. You could also be very intuitive. But now I feel like you're focusing on your own cup right now with the Queen of Cups, because I'm thinking of the traditional artwork where she is looking at her cup and it's the only cup that's actually closed, and that's supposed to represent how powerful her intuition is. But yeah, so I feel like you were very kind and compassionate, loving to this person, which is probably why, again, that they felt so seen and validated by you. But something went down. We'll find out maybe what as we continue, but something went down. I feel like, again, you guys are in separation, but now you're focusing again on your own cup right now and focusing on your own healing. So let us get one more cut and then we'll start pulling for you. So thanks, Spirit. One more cut, please. One more heart of the situation moment for our Aquarius viewer. Those two cards fell off the bottom. I'm wondering what they are. We'll look. Six of Wands still, and then what's underneath? Oops, no, the Four of Wands, but the Page of Cups. Okay, so energy that we've seen already. Thanks, Spirit. One more cut for our Aquarius. What's been going on in this situation? The Hermit. So I feel like this is kind of both of your energies. I feel like this is definitely your person. As we've seen, they are kind of going through a dark night of the soul. 1222 on my timer as I'm saying that. And as I saw on the shuffles, they have kind of unhealthy coping mechanisms. And they could have made you feel like an option in some way in the past, or they weren't really prioritizing you based on the other cards I was seeing in the shuffle. I saw the Seven of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. So somebody who didn't have their priorities in order, and somebody who, again, made you feel like an option. But I feel like this has caused both of you to kind of retreat and have to do some reflecting on the situation. I think it's sparked and triggered healing in both of you, and again, likely very different ways. But I do get the sense that there is some illumination happening for your person. Like, they're going through this dark night, which we can see kind of all around this Hermit, but there is something guiding them down this path. And, things are coming to light. So, okay, very interesting. But I love tarot, but I find it very interesting how this card has stayed on the bottom the total time that we've been talking. So definitely, I feel like this person is missing your light too. Because again, yeah, you made them feel so seen and validated. But okay, cool. Thank you, Spirit. Let us get a little bit of deeper insight into our Aquarius viewers' energy. What has been going on with them when it comes to this connection, Spirit, for our Aquarius viewer? The Nine of Cups. Beautiful. So this is you, again, focusing on your own cup. Remember I said that Queen of Cups energy? You're focusing on your own happiness right now. What fulfills you emotionally? What makes your cups runneth over? Standing in your independence with the 9. 9s are a very independent number. We saw the Hermit, which is also 9. So a lot of energy of just kind of being in reflection, but standing on your own 2 feet. 9s are almost the 10s as well. So kind of like approaching the end of this saga, this emotional saga, but you're finding happiness again after the storm. We can see this rainbow kind of forming here as well. But yeah, so again, focused on yourself, focused on your own happiness, filling your own cup. Beautiful. And underneath here, we have justice. So I feel like this is you bringing balance back into your life. I feel like you also feel like this person you're connected to owes you some sort of accountability in some way. If they did juggle you, or if they didn't prioritize you, or if they were doing some sneak shit, it makes sense that you would expect or want them to take accountability. And then the star. So I feel like this is definitely your energy. Like you are finding balance and healing in yourself. So yeah, heck yeah, good job. These soul connections are tough. Trust me, I get it. Okay, but let's go ahead and look at your person's energy a little bit. What has been going on in our Aquarius viewers' person's energy? That's a mouthful. Thank you, Spirit. What's been going on in our Aquarius viewers' person's energy? The person they are connected to. Does that want to come out or not? I think Spirit's saying yes. I cannot make this up. Okay, so we've seen this card a million times. The Six of Wands. This is how they're feeling about you. You made them feel seen. You made them feel loved. You made them feel on top of the world. You know, that's all the energy of the Six of Wands. So hilarious that we've seen it consistently this whole time, and then Spirit was like, boop. But yeah, so that's your person. And then underneath, they also have justice still. So I think they know that they owe you accountability. We didn't get to go very far, so I feel like what's underneath is still what was underneath for you. Yeah, the star. Still. So, but there is mirroring happening, like we were talking about. You are focusing on your own happiness and emotional fulfillment, and it's causing them to go through a dark night of the soul and also focus on their own healing. But I do get the sense that they know they owe you some accountability. But yeah, cool. Let's look at you again, Aquarius. Let's see what else is going on with you. Thank you, Spirit. Let's look at our Aquarius friend again. What else is going on in their energy when it comes to this situation? Spirit wanted this one. Ooh, the sun. So you are absolutely just like vibing right now, Aquarius. I love this for you. The sun is the happiest card in the deck for starters, but it's also having clarity. It's shining a light on the things that maybe you weren't seeing clearly before. So I feel like you're very much focused on yourself completely right now, Aquarius. Focusing on your own happiness, filling your own cups, healing, finding happiness. Like, this is absolutely gorgeous energy. No wonder your person is feeling the loss and the absence of you. What's clarifying it? The King of Swords. So this is, I'm seeing like two things. So this is definitely your energy. And then we all have masculine and feminine energies inside of us. So it doesn't even matter what kind of body you inhabit. But I feel like this is you standing firmly in your boundaries, knowing your worth, seeing through BS and lies and deception, demanding truth. And yeah, I see this kind of boxy imagery as like your boundaries, but it's also structure too. So I feel like, you could just be finding some more structure in your daily life as well. Making plans and doing the work to execute them. I feel like also this could be how you see this person, somebody who is emotionally detached, somebody who maybe can be harsh with their words, somebody who doesn't feel like they have a plan necessarily. But it's interesting because the sword is pointing up. So normally, symbolically, when the swords are pointing up, that is indicative of some sort of communication. So I'm wondering if this person is feeling pulled to send you a message. If they do, remember that they're going through a tough time, and it might just be because your energy helps them, right? But it's important for them to, it does help them a lot. But it's important for you to hold firm to your boundaries and protect yourself and know your worth and not settle for anything less than what you know you truly deserve. So if they do come back, just remember where they're at. And then what's underneath here? The Two of Wands. This is energy of planning. This is somebody trying to take a step out of their comfort zone. So I do get the sense that this person is trying to make plans, trying to figure out how to communicate with you. The King of Swords, again, is all about making plans. So I feel like this is your person's energy, more so than yours. But, I still feel like they apply. But to you as well, the positive things that I was talking about. But anyway, yeah, this is your person's energy. They're making a plan. They're trying to come in. Again, they know that they owe you a sense of accountability with the King of Swords. Okay, so thanks, Spirit. Can we get some more cards for our Aquarius viewers person, the person they're connected to? What else is going on in their energy right now when it comes to this situation? So, Spirit, this is how I know the Spirit wants me to stop, because it feels like somebody's like putting their hand in front of me, or to like stop me. So I try to do it a couple more times just to make sure. But yeah, no, Spirit's like, take this one. Okay. The Two of Swords. Okay, so first of all, your person is very much in their head right now, but they're stuck between two choices right now. I think they are kind of pulled between whether they want to communicate with you with the sword pointing up here, or if they want to kind of leave things as they are. But they're struggling to figure out which way they want to go. It looks like to me they know what would bring them happiness would be to try to reach out and fix things with you. Because without you, with no communication, they're kind of stuck in the dark, right? That dark night of the soul. And then this is the second two I've seen. Remember, I saw the Two of Pentacles before I even started filming. So your person is at a crossroads. Twos are about choices and needing to make a choice. So I feel like, again, they want to come in, they're making a plan, they want to communicate with you, but they're stuck trying to figure out exactly how to. Oh, the Page of Cups, again, a small emotional offer. Somebody is my card of an apology as well. So I feel like this person is feeling very tempted to reach out to you, Aquarius. They want to make a plan, or they are making a plan, I should say, and they want to come in and offer you a new beginning, a new emotional beginning. And the Page of Swords too, again, making a plan. Pages are messengers as well. So I'm telling you, friends, they're going to come in. They're making a plan. They want to offer you a small thing, because pages are small offerings, right? Again, kind of coming in an immature energy. I don't see any kings except for that King of Swords. So when it comes to their planning and how they plan to approach you, they are kind of asserting their own masculine energy. I just saw 2333 on my timer. Look up these angel numbers. I'm not saying them for no reason. But yeah, they're definitely making plans. They definitely are trying to come back into your energy. And then what's underneath here? The Ace of Wands. Yeah, they want to offer you a new beginning. Ace of Wands is a card of excitement in a very particular way, if you catch my drift. So they could be, feeling these strong urges towards you right now, Aquarius. Again, you made them feel very, very seen. So I feel like they've had a hard time letting you go. Or if you walked away, they're having a hard time with the fact that you walked away. Now I want to see what's underneath this. The Seven of Swords. Okay, but there was some dishonesty here. Somebody, I'm seeing this as you not seeing the full picture. Like these swords are kind of faded out compared to these two. And they're pointing down. So it's like things to me that you have, like, you weren't aware of, that you weren't seeing. But again, this is a card of not being totally honest, not being forthright. somebody who is kind of avoidant. And yeah, so I feel like there was conflict between you guys because there's the Five of Swords here, and the Five of Swords is all about clashes, arguments, fights, ego getting in the way a lot. But yeah, mark my words, friends, this person's going to send you a message once I can figure out the best way to approach you. But okay, thanks, Spirit. What else is going on for our Aquarius, for our beautiful Aquarius viewer? Whoop, look, bam, the Hermit. Spirit's like, I know. So you guys have definitely been in reflection lately. We've talked about this. You're finding your own light. And after a period of, you probably have gone through a dark night of the soul too, like a while ago when it comes to this. And now you are finding your joy and clarity again. But this has probably come after a period of having to reflect on this and having to, again, focus on your own healing. I'm gonna get another one for you too, because that one came out a little too quick. I mean, it was a card that was meant to come out, but I just wanted more. I just wanted more tea. All right, thank you, Spirit. Can we get one more card for our Aquarius viewer, please? What other stuff is going on in their energy? Thank you, Spirit, for our Aquarius viewer. Okay. The Eight of Cups. You walked away. Yeah. You walked away from this because something was out of alignment. You can see how this cup is here when, to complete the picture, you probably want to put it there, right? The Eight of Cups is all about having to walk away, and not because you want to, but because something about the situation was no longer emotionally fulfilling for you. And so you knew that you had no other choice but to walk away, to again protect yourself and focus on your own cup and do all the healing work, the beautiful healing work that you're doing. I'm hearing an airplane go over right now. That's symbolic of ascension as well. But yeah, I feel like you got tired of the games. You got tired of the toxicity with that devil energy that we saw earlier. And I guess after, a period of reflection, of going through, again, your own dark night of the soul, you started to see the light. And I feel like this was a very emotional time connection for you because we have so many cups coming out just in general. So there were a lot of feelings in this connection. I feel like, you experienced some sort of disappointment, something didn't feel right, or something just was off. And so you knew that you needed to walk away in order to protect yourself and focus on your own happiness and find that clarity with the sun underneath. But yeah, you walked away, and then I want to see what's on the bottom of the deck too. Or did we do that already? No, the Ace of Wands. So yeah, I feel like you're feeling very inspired to take action in your own life, to move things forward for yourself. You could have some sort of creative spark or idea that you are pursuing or cultivating, or just something that you're excited about in general. Seven of Swords. Again, interesting. Trying to think of what this could mean for you. This is often thinking outside the box in some ways. I feel like you're starting to not be dishonest with yourself anymore, is what I'm getting from this. Like you're starting to see things for what they are instead of kind of being blinded by feelings or emotions or getting caught in like a mental spiral. Like you're seeing the truth of things, and I feel like you are feeling very inspired towards your own healing, or to continue down this path of your healing, and finding your own happiness, and as you should. Period. Don't let anybody bring you down, and don't sit around waiting for people to change. I'm not saying people never change, but some people are a little more stubborn than others, and I'm not saying to wait for this person at all. I'm not trying to excuse them or their behavior or anything like that. Obviously, you trust your own intuition and your judgment when it comes to how you want to deal with this situation. But I think you did what was best for you, even if it was painful. Even if you had to kind of pull that blindfold off of yourself, or those rose-colored glasses off of yourself. My goodness, so you could really see the truth of things. Probably after a period of reflection. But okay, let us get a few more cards for your person. Thank you, Spirit. Can we get a few more cards for our Aquarius viewers person, the person they are connected to at this time? Our Aquarius viewers person. There we go. The Empress! I brought that up in the beginning, right? When we looked on the bottom of the deck. You're everything I want and need. It's a little blurry, sorry. But yeah, Empress energy. That's you, friend. So definitely divine feminine, combination of every queen. This is how this person sees you. Nobody compares to the Empress. You can see that you kind of just radiate light and love and warmth. This person could have also had mother wounds. It's interesting, I've never gotten this message with the Empress before. But when somebody is avoidant, attachment styles, they're all dependent on how we were raised, right? So if your person had a mother or a mother figure. Sorry about that, friends. My phone ran out of storage as soon as I started talking about that. So it's very interesting. I wonder what that means symbolically. Maybe you guys could let me know. But what I'm thinking is that this person kind of reached their capacity to handle this situation with you. Because if you were showing up as this loving, compassionate, feminine, again, energetic, not necessarily what body you're in, but it could have reminded them of what they didn't have as a child, how their mother wasn't loving and kind and gracious and compassionate towards them. And so they could just have had a hard time holding everything that you are and were to them. And so they kind of just crashed out like my phone. That's what I'm thinking symbolically anyway, just off the top of the dome. But yeah, no one compares to you, Aquarius. Like, they think of you very highly. They know that they're not going to find anyone else like you. But I feel like it was triggering. Again, nobody else made them feel seen and loved and validated. And validated like you did. And then the Knight of Pentacles on the bottom, clarifying the Empress. So I feel like, this is the energy of slow and steady progress. I feel like this person is putting in work to be better and improve. But the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. And he's the only one who's depicted as not moving at all, actually. So it kind of represents, somebody who is doing the hard work but is taking their time to make sure that they do it right. You could have also just been very patient with this person in the past, Aquarius. But I feel like, they know that they have work to do on themselves and they are doing that work. It is just very slow and you might not feel like you're seeing any progress at all. But underneath the surface, things are starting to take root in their energy. So what's underneath here? The Page of Pentacles. Okay, so I think we've seen 3 out of the 4 pages so far. But yeah, I think they do want to come in and offer you a new opportunity to try to grow this connection with the Pentacles. Again, they might be very slow to do this. They could also just, again, trying to be making very detailed plans, making sure they have every step already figured out before they try to send a message or make a move. But they definitely want to come in here and offer you something. But again, coming in as pages, not coming in as kings. So just be aware and remember that they might still have some work to do on themselves. So I'm gonna look underneath here too, because I want to see the King of Cups. Oh goodness. Okay, so they have a lot of love for you. Absolutely, the King of Cups is the highest form of love there is. But I think, thinking of the negative sides of the King of Cups, that this person could be just very easily overwhelmed by their emotions, or not knowing how to keep calm amongst the storm, is what I'm getting. So I feel like they have a lot of love for you. They want to come in and offer you something. They know they have work to do. But I think they still have issues trying to manage their own feelings. And I think if they came back, or if they come back before they're ready, they risk repeating the cycle with you if they haven't done the work to be able to hold all of the feelings that, you know, come up for them in this connection. The Ace of Pentacles again. So yes, absolutely wanting to come in and offer you something. Yeah, again, whether you want to accept this or not, totally up to you. I think you should continue to focus on your own happiness and healing. Continue to reflect on your own woundings, because, you know, it does take two. Not saying, you know, this person did, I'm sure they did something to trigger you, and I'm not making excuses for that, but, you know, everyone brings baggage to a connection, right? And I feel like you've done the work to illuminate your own shadows and walked away from things that you know you deserved better than. And again, now this person, it's like, again, triggering this person to finally do the work, so they can improve their own energy. Okay, but let's get one more for them, and then we'll move toward closing out the reading. So thank you, Spirit. Can we get one more card for our Aquarius viewers person, the person they are connected to at this time? One more card, please, Spirit, for our Aquarius viewers person. Spirit said right here, bitch. The Three of Cups. Okay. So this person wants to have a reunion with you, Aquarius. Three of Cups is the reunion card, or one of them. It's wanting to come together, wanting to have good times, wanting to lift your spirits. Like, that's the energy of this card. I'm wondering if this person put you in a third-party situation in the past. And it doesn't have to be with another person necessarily. I haven't really been seeing that, other than they made you feel like an option. But a third-party situation could be love. It could be outside, like, opinions of their friends or their family. It could also be just work, somebody who is very focused on work and trying to find stability in that way. And so they use that as an excuse to not have to really pay attention or invest in this connection. So take it how it resonates with you. But they definitely want to come in and have a reunion with you. They miss your vibes. They miss your energy. Nobody compares to you. You're like a beacon to them right now. That's what this wand is making me think of. And then the Hierophant here. This is a card of, it means a couple of things, but a card of commitment. Ooh, we're going to check her. I know what she is, though. This is also learning spiritual lessons. I feel like this person also feels just like a strong spiritual bond with you, a strong connection with you. All of that is kind of represented by the Hierophant, along with, again, learning spiritual lessons on their own. And for them, I mean, they could also be going through money troubles with the Five of Pentacles, but the Five of Pentacles is also the energy of feeling like shut out and left out in the cold. And I feel like that's how they're feeling when it comes to you, that you shut them out. Fives are also the energy of conflict and change, just numerologically speaking. But yeah, they definitely feel this strong spiritual bond with you. Like, they're learning about themselves as a result of this connection, maybe learning that they have abandonment wounds of some kind. What's underneath? The Four of Cups. Yeah, this is the energy. I mean, I feel like they could have taken you for granted. But this is the energy of kind of dwelling on things that haven't worked out. And kind of being, you can see how these cups are sort of like barred behind, I don't know, like it kind of reminds me of like a jail cell or something. But like you're so blocked by focusing on all the negative things that are going on, you can't see the new opportunity that spirit is trying to give you. So I feel like this person, you know, very much in their feelings, very much feeling, you know, left out in the cold by you. Again, could be dealing with financial issues too. But I do think they're learning. I do think they, again, feel the spiritual bond with you. And I think they are doing the work on themselves with that Knight of Pentacles, but it just might feel slower than your ego's time, rather, is wanting. Okay, Spirit, thank you so much for this reading. Let us get a piece of advice, please, for our beautiful Aquarius viewer. What is some advice for them? What can they continue to focus on right now when it comes to this situation? Please and thank you, Spirit. The Star! She's made quite an appearance today, huh? So your advice, Aquarius, is to continue focusing on your own healing, continue to focus on your own rejuvenation, continue to find hope in yourself and in the world and in what you're doing again. But yeah, your advice is to continue focusing on all of the beautiful healing work you're doing. Continuing to shine a light on your shadows, continuing to reflect on your own woundings, walking away from the things that don't serve you, and filling your own cup and finding your own sense of wish fulfillment and happiness. So that's your advice, my beautiful Aquarians. And what's on the bottom? The Five of Pentacles. So maybe you also have abandonment wounds or neglect wounds that you need to continue to heal from. We all have them. I have them too. Shit. But okay, so that was your advice. And what's coming next, Spirit, for our beautiful Aquarians? What is coming next? Watch it be like a card of a message coming in. What is coming next, please, Spirit, for our Aquarius viewer when it comes to this situation? The Two of Pentacles. So this is interesting for what's coming next. So I feel like, again, trying to find balance for yourself, trying to juggle the things that you have going on in your own life. Again, trying to find that sense of equilibrium for yourself. You could just have like a lot of stuff kind of up in the air coming up soon, or you might right now and soon you're trying to figure out how to just balance everything properly, manage your own priorities. Seven of Cups. Interesting. So this is for what's coming next. 11:22 on my timer. But I'm wondering if this person does come in and they send you a message like we're seeing that they want to do, if this cycle won't just repeat themselves and you feel juggled and made like an option again. You could feel like you have a lot of options in front of you right now. Like, you know, you could be trying to balance all your options right now, Aquarius. But I'm also getting the sense that if this person does come back in and you're just focused on your own thing, it might throw off your equilibrium a little bit, is what I'm getting with this energy. Whoops. Knocked my water bottle over. But yeah, could be feeling like a little emotionally overwhelmed if this person comes back in, and it might like fuck up your whole vibe. I don't know why I'm getting this, but that's what I'm getting with these two cards right now. What's underneath this? The High Priestess. So there's a knowing that you have already about this, Aquarius. The High Priestess knows, and she doesn't have to ask. You could also be feeling intuitively that this person wants to come back into your energy. But I think you also feel this intuitive bond with them, with the Hierophant and the High Priestess together like this still. These are spiritual counterparts, like the Empress, and the Emperor are counterparts in the tarot. and so are the High Priestess and the Hierophant. So definitely like a spiritual connection between you two. But if this person does come back, does try to send you a message, I feel that a cycle will repeat, and they will just kind of make you feel, again, like an option. It might make you feel kind of overwhelmed and like you don't know which choice to make, which is why you're kind of juggling things soon. But just make sure you are continuing to focus on your own healing. Remember your worth. Remember what you will and you won't accept anymore when it comes to anybody and how they come in. 13:33 on my timer. And don't settle for less than you deserve. So that's what's coming next for you, Aquarius. So be ready. Again, you might already, feel this coming intuitively. I want to look one more. The Three of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. So I do feel like this person is going to come in and want to try to cooperate with you, build something tangible, right? But again, with the Ten of Swords here, this is another painful ending, hitting rock bottom, and it's a blessing in disguise, but it doesn't mean it's still not painful. So I do feel like, we see how this person wants to come in. We see how they're still coming in kind of immaturely. So I just want to, protect you guys as best as I can, or make sure that you're in the best position that you can be in to protect yourself and your heart and all of that beautiful healing work that you've been doing. And don't let anyone make you feel like an option. Okay, my beautiful Aquarians? Okay. I'm sending you guys so much love. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all so much. If this reading resonated with you, please consider liking and commenting. I would love to hear from you. I'd love to hear how this resonated, what's been going on with you guys, how you guys are surviving this Mercury retrograde, because this one is kicking my butt. And yet we persist. But yeah, stay strong in yourself. Keep focusing on your own healing. And yeah, also feel free to subscribe. I would love to have more Aquarians in my collective. Again, I love you guys. Again, I'm an Aquarius moon, so yeah, come join the party, my friends, if you feel so inclined. No pressure. But let's go ahead and close off this reading, my beautiful friends, with a few more messages from your person. So if they have anything else that they would like to say to you now that we've dived into their energy a little bit more, what would they say? So thank you, Spirit. Can we get a few more closing messages from our Aquarius viewers person? Anything else that they would like to say to our Aquarius viewer? Anything else for our Aquarius viewer? Doesn't seem like it, huh? I'm afraid you'll forget about me, but I wouldn't blame you. Same thing that we saw before, right? Or did I just say that I saw this before? No, I think we saw this before. I'm going to try one more time. One more time, please, Spirit, for our Aquarius viewers person. Anything else that they would like to say to our Aquarius viewer? Anything else this person would like to say to our Aquarius viewer, please, Spirit? We got one. Everything I want and need still. We have, I miss the feeling of your body on mine. So intense flashbacks about you. They definitely are missing your warmth. Okay, I'm going to try one last time, because clearly this person doesn't want us to get too much deeper into their feelings or what they want to say. I'm going to try one more time because I love you guys. Okay, but if that doesn't work, we'll just end the reading there, okay? All right, friends, Spirit, anything else, one final time, anything else that this person has to say to our Aquarius viewer? Any other final closing messages from this person for our Aquarius? I got a couple more. Had to drag it out of them, but look, and they're even face down. They don't want us to see that. Still this. I'm afraid you will forget about me, but I won't blame you. Okay. You're the first thing I think about when I open my eyes. Uh-oh. And then this last one. It makes me happy to see you thriving, even though it's without me. So with that Page of Swords energy, they could definitely be keeping an eye on you still, Aquarius. If you have like their social media or if they have yours. But yeah. All right, my beautiful friends. I'm going to go ahead and leave this there. Thank you all again for being here. I love you. I'm sending you lots of love and light. And we'll see you on the next one, okay? All right. Take care. Block throat chakra. Bye. Block throat chakra means they're having communication issues. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Bye.